We're going to start today's lesson with a little story time. I have told this, but it was about 400 some videos ago at this point, I think. It was in my initial video where I was saying I should get sponsored by Mountain Dew. And I talked about my first job out of college that I wasn't with for very long. We're sitting in this group and having a meeting. There's probably, 15, 20 people in the room, and we have to set some goals, and we have all these different goals, and then one that's a little ridiculous or just like extremely hard to achieve but would kind of be your ultimate one. First of all, everyone in the room, they've got all these realistic goals still, or just like very adult things like, oh, I want to purchase a house and pay it off by the time I'm 30. It's like, okay, whatever. You're real imaginative and fun. And so all of them are like that. And then it comes to me and I'm like, I'm going to get sponsored by Mountain Dew. And that's what I said. That was well before I started this. Everyone laughs at me. They're like, okay, how are you going to do that? And it's just like, I'll figure it out. And we're trying. And that's kind of always been like one of the main things on my bucket list, or one of the top tier items. And that's the term that I'm going to be changing today, is bucket list. Because I'm going to make it my own, build in some terms and like things that go into it as I normally do. And I'm going to make it one word instead of two, because why use many word when few word do trick? Yeah. So I'm going to change it to Dewdiest, because it's really something that you want to do before you die, and it's in a list, and that's kind of what a bucket list is. You pick it out of the bucket, it's like, all right, this is something I have to do, I wanted to do. And it also kind of sounds like do this, but I wanted the ST of list at the end, so it's Dewdiest. And I chose the DEW for do, one for pronunciation reasons, but the real obvious reason is because that's like number one on my list. It's get sponsored by Mountain Dew. And it serves as a reminder to everyone else, while also being intuitive for the pronunciation, that after pouring all of my soul and energy into all of this stuff for so long, they either did or didn't. That's really what all of these words are meant to do. They're just going to be that constant reminder as I go throughout the rest of my life, because as I've mentioned, that's essentially what this channel was supposed to be. Just a reclaiming and attempt at a life in my life. But we'll see how we do on my Dewdiest. Any help y'all can give me would be extremely appreciated, because it doesn't seem like they want to listen to me. But we'll see. On a Whips Fix. Song of the day is Cold Wind Blows by Eminem. I haven't done an Eminem song in a while, and he used to really be someone that was on kind of my Dewdiest that I would have wanted to meet. And growing up, his music was something I was extremely in tuned to, and he was one of my favorite artists for sure. Probably the favorite artist for kind of my teenage years. And I picked Cold Wind Blows because I feel like lyrically this is a really great one, and I enjoy this song a ton, but I don't think it's as big as most of his songs, and one that probably not as many people are aware of. I'll just play a little snippet here, and you can kind of tell if you're going to like this song based off of this initial line that has just so much attitude that I love.
You can get the dick, just call me the ball sack. I'm nuts, Michael Vick in this bitch, dog, fall back.
So that's like the entire vibe of the song. So if you're into that little snippet, give this one a look. It's pretty great. That's what we got for the song of the day. The video of the day is the latest New Heights episode, which is Travis Kelce and Jason Kelce, two NFL players that are unbelievably talented, top of their field, and extremely entertaining individuals as well, doing a podcast. And it's pretty new. I think this is only their 15th episode, but they have absolutely exploded in popularity for good reason. They are extremely engaging. I love listening to them talk. Their dynamic is spectacular. They're really comfortable with sharing how they feel about things, and are just entertaining as hell too. If you're into football at all, I really recommend checking this out. And it's some of the most entertaining sports media that I've come across. Very impressive. They have an interview with Patrick Mahomes coming out tomorrow, but that should also be extremely entertaining, I would imagine. They've hyped it up a decent amount in this episode, and it's cool stuff to watch. I'm sure it will just continue to grow. That's it for the Daily Do. Peace out.